Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The City of Attleboro has seen a decline in residential and commercial burglaries over the last several years. Attleboro Police Crime Analyst Anthony Stevens spoke to us about the status of burglaries in the city. He also provided some extra tips that residents can use to protect themselves.
Good morning, my name is Anthony Stevens and I'm a crime analyst with the Attleboro Police Department. When it comes to burglary, there's both residential burglary and commercial burglary, and we've seen a huge drop in burglary incidents in the city over the last 10, 15 years, both in commercial and in residential burglary. And the city saw 60 or so burglary incidents in 2022. That's a huge, when you compare that to the 10-year historical time frame. So if you go back in 10 years and look at the average, you'll see that we're about 60% below that average, which is fantastic news. It shows that burglary incidents are actually being reduced sizably through several different efforts. Out of those 60 burglaries in 2022, in Attleboro, I only want to say maybe 25 of them were actually residential. So we see approximately 2 to 3 residential burglaries a year in the last couple of years. So we're like I said, we're seeing that number continuing to decline. And a lot of reason for that, in recent years with COVID, we saw a lot of people working from home. We see approximately 50 to 60% of burglaries, especially residential burglaries, occur during the day, right? Because everybody's out at work. And those numbers have since decreased dramatically because with people working from home and they kind of keep an eye on their houses and their neighbors' houses. And so it's kind of pushed people away from that kind of crime. If you own or if you're renting a house, make sure you have great locks on your doors. I want to say roughly 50 to 55% of the residential burglaries last year, people gained entry through an unlocked door or an unlocked window. Even if you think someone can't enter your home through a second floor window, it's actually been done. So, we recommend people just check outside their house. You want to make sure there's no ladders, unsecured ladders laying around, because they will use a ladder, or maybe they'll climb up onto a porch roof to get into through a second story window into a bedroom or whatnot. You want to kind of have an unobstructed view of any entry points into your house, which do include windows. So you want to make sure your hedges are trimmed. You don't want people to be able to work against the side of your house out of view and feel comfortable that they can break into your house because no one can see them from the street, or maybe a neighbor can't see them from next door. And one of the other things is we've seen a few over the years break-ins through your rear sliding doors. Several offenders out there who kind of realize that that's a very easy entry point to break into, and there are ways you can look it up online on how to secure your rear sliders, especially if they're older. There are break-ins that occur when you go on vacation, so you want to kind of make sure that you let your neighbors, let them know you're going to go away. You may want to put a stop on your mail while you're gone, so that the mail's not piling up at home. Depending upon the time of year, you may have lawn service, or ask the local kid to cut your grass while you're gone. If you're going to be gone for more than a week, you don't want the grass to seem too overgrown. And possibly if you have money to do so, you may want to have timers in your home to work your electrical lights, or maybe have a radio pop on at certain times of the day, just to give the appearance that someone's actually at home. And if somebody's driving by that wants to burglarize your home and they see that, they'll just move along to the next house or to another neighborhood. There has been several studies in the past that have been done that say approximately 72 to 74% of burglars actually know their victims. You don't want to post on Facebook if you can help it, that's your way. If you happen to see something suspicious, we highly recommend not confronting them. Just simply call 911, state your concern. You always want to have a description. So, what do they look like? What are they wearing? Are they driving a car? What's the car? The make of the model, the color of the car.